Good evening. Can you please help me give another large round of applause for our graduates? Test. I think it's on now. I am Nicole Davis, principal of Stiver School for the Arts, and welcome to Stiver School for the Arts commencement ceremony. Before we begin this joyous ceremony, please remember to silence your cell phones. Please be courteous to those around you by refraining from talking during the ceremony. We encourage you to express pride and enthusiasm by applauding, but please keep in mind that everyone wants to hear their child's name. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain in your seats while the platform and graduates exit the stadium. You will be able to meet with them outside of the stadium to take pictures. No one will be allowed on the floors. Thank you for your attention, and please sit back and enjoy the commencement ceremony for Stiver School for the Arts. Thank you. Please welcome to the stage Leona Trotman, our senior class president.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, proud parents, and above all, the class of 2025, good evening and welcome. In the 1986 film, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Ferris famously says, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." And I think for many of us, that resonates today. Graduates, welcome to the rest of our lives. It's almost unbelievable that the days of hushed conversations in the back of classrooms are long behind us. Today, we speak loudly and with so much conviction that anyone would believe what we say. In the words of Ms. Daniels, I'm moving on. Today, we lay to rest the idea of the world we've had since 7th grade. We made it to the end of high school and to the beginning of life. This is uncharted territory. We are suspended in time, towing the line between the past and the future. There is both glee and worry surrounding the thought of moving forward and saying goodbye to all we've ever known. There is something so beautifully tragic about growing up. This entire ceremony is a culmination of every fleeting moment we forgot to cherish. This is the part where you realize how many people didn't make it to the finish line. Growing up means seeing life for the fragile, fickle beast that it is. Adulthood is staring us down, and it has both tragedy and miracle by its side. We have yet to lose the wonder from childhood, but we are still miles away from the stupor of adulthood. We are at rest in the middle of two worlds. Common people trapped in the crossfire of the Capulets and Montagues. Much like Romeo and Juliet, we yearn for something new. There is a burning desire among all of us to welcome this new chapter of our lives and dive in head first. In the midst of the hurt that lingers as we sit and prepare to be pardoned from our places at Stivers, there's a blooming feeling of hope that surrounds me. Stivers is a school where you don't have to be what everyone tells you to be. Over the years, we've had many comparisons to Disney Channel and Kenny Ortega's High School Musical. Troy Bolton's last words as a student at East High were, "East High is having friends we'll keep for the rest of our lives." And that means we really are all in this together. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. And I think he put it best. High school was about making connections and mistakes. The rest of our lives can be about anything, but we will all share the memories created at Stivers School for the Arts. Once a tiger, always a tiger. At this time, please turn your attention to Stivers School for the Arts Symphonic Orchestra as they perform a musical selection called Firework Music. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Fellow students, parents, teachers, family, friends. I'd like to start off by saying something that's pretty obvious, and yet I feel like it's not mentioned enough around here. And it's that somehow, I don't know how, Mrs. Whips has managed to stockpile the most talented people in the country inside of a single building. And in a way, it pains me to say that a little bit because I feel like I just got here. In the beginning, I didn't want to give this place a chance because I had just moved to Stivers. I had just moved to Dayton, from halfway across the country. And the truth is, I was afraid to open up to new people in a new environment. And that's why if you don't remember much of me from freshman or sophomore year, I don't blame you. I was afraid, to a point where one day, my mom decided that enough was enough. I remember this one day, we were sitting in the car after what was a rough day at school, and out of nowhere she tells me, an oak tree can be as strong and rigid as it wants, and that'll keep it in place for the most part. But it'll only take one bad storm to blow it away. Bamboo, however, bamboo is smarter. It maintains a strong foundation, but it allows itself to bend and sway along even to the toughest of winds. Be like the bamboo. And right there, I'm sitting in the car, and I just cannot believe it. It felt like putting on glasses for the first time again, because right away I started to see that there was so much talent all around me the whole time. And just to put this into perspective, if you walk from, say, the main office to the magnet office, you hear the sound of the beautiful orchestra. You walk through a cloud of ceramic dust. You see people twirling in front of a camera, and you see practicing artists tending to the permanent collection. Walk a little farther, you hear the masterminds in the piano room. You hear the angelic choir on the marble steps, and you feel the power of the written word. All of these different sights and sounds, they surrounded us every day. That's not something kids at other schools can say. And what's even more special and more unique about Stivers is that we put all of these things together. The best example being Stivers Celebrates. And I remember from last December, I was sitting in the back corner of the pit orchestra at the Masonic. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm in a huge room full of all the people I love, and we're working as one to show the world what Stivers is capable of. I have got to be the luckiest guy in the world. And it's that Stivers identity, it's something special. So hold on to it. Keep your roots grounded, but never be afraid of change. Sway along with the wind. Adapt to your environment. Because you might find yourself among the most talented, kind, funny, and incredible individuals you have ever met in this new chapter of your life. To all of you, thank you. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Superintendent Lawrence, each student has earned a minimum of 20.5 Carnegie units in all required courses and has demonstrated competency and readiness as defined by the Ohio Department of Education's graduation requirements. I do hereby certify that each of these students has met or exceeded the graduation requirements set forth by the Dayton Public Schools and the Ohio Department of Education. Superintendent Lawrence, I present for your acceptance the Stivers School for the Arts High School Class of 2025.
As superintendent of Dayton Public Schools, and by the powers entrusted to me by the Ohio Department of Education and the Dayton Board of Education, I do hereby accept these candidates for graduation and release their diplomas to be presented during this ceremony. Board Member Jocelyn Reinert, it is my honor to commend to you the Stivers School for the Arts Class of 2025.
Good evening to our graduates, families, administrators, staff, and honored guests. I am not only here on behalf of the Dayton Board of Education, but I'm also a proud parent of a graduating senior. It is my honor to stand before you and say, congratulations, Stivers School for the Arts, Class of 2025. Today marks the end of one chapter and the exciting beginning of another. You've successfully passed all of your classes, faced challenges with courage, and grown in ways that go far beyond the classroom. Your hard work, determination, and resilience have brought you all to this moment. This year we've seen some truly remarkable achievements, and I'd like to take a moment to share some highlights with you. 19 seniors were inducted into the Mu Alpha Theta National Mathematical Honor Society. 8 seniors are graduating as designated AP scholars. 17 seniors are graduating with National Honor Society diplomas. Students earn many awards and recognitions for the work they do in their magnets, and I'm going to list those off, so hold your applause because it's a long list. The Creative Writing Magnet made it to the state-level Power of the Pen competition. 183 students were selected for the Scholastic Art competition. 3 musicians participated in the Sinclair Community College Honor Band. 4 musicians participated in the Dayton Philharmonic Youth Orchestra. 5 photographers were selected for the National Young Arts Award. 9 vocalists were selected for the Ohio Music Education Association's All-State Choir. 10 American Vision Awards were awarded to visual artists. 13 dancers performed for the International Association of Blacks in Dance. 17 pianists were recognized with superior and excellent ratings from the Ohio Music Education Association, and a national gold medal was awarded for creative writing in the Scholastic Art Contest. In addition, several students received full-ride scholarships to cover the full cost of tuition for their undergraduate education. Overall, seniors have earned $11.7 million in scholarships. Each of these accomplishments reflects the excellence, innovation, and commitment that define Dayton Public Schools. And each student sitting here tonight is proof that our future is bright. Graduates, please know that the world needs your ideas, your voices, and your leadership now more than ever. So be bold, be kind, and most of all, believe in yourself. Now, on behalf of the Dayton Board of Education, I accept these students commended to me by the superintendent, and they shall be hereforth deemed graduates of Dayton Public Schools, and they shall be hereforth bestowed with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities afforded to graduates of this school system. Please join me in congratulating the Stivers School for the Arts class of 2025.
Daniel Ceballos Gallardo. Claire Iantha Lewis. Gabrielle Elaine Madden. Grace Elizabeth McGinn. Elise Faye Parker. Leo Alexander Bauer. Anel Amy Castro. Colton Reese Thorpe. Theodore Calvin Reinard. Eli Wayne Bullerman. Yensi Yorlini Ortiz Rock. Amaya Maylee Mirage. Emma Pauline Hall. Sophie Mistry Banky. Leona Zakar Troutman. Mohammed Yunis Adam. Katie Scarlett Aguilar Vasquez. Daily Yosadi Avarenga Pinto. Diana Janaya Marie Anderson. Erin Elizabeth Bailey. Jeremiah L. Baker. Mariana Elaine Renee Barber. Micah Hamilton Bauman. Piper Moon Blair. Evelyn Ferry Baster. Christian Wade Bowman. Jonah Will Bowman. Ayana Berlin Bridgman. Ocean Delar Brown. Trinity Talea Brown. Sean Patrick Bergen Jr. Cameron Michael Bird. Dominic Valentin Cardoso. Bria Marie Carpenter. Shelby Brooklyn Deanne Carter. Annette Maria Castro. Kira Angel Chavez. Delilah Jane Cole. Richard Samuel Cooper. Nora Mae Cortez. Mariah Lachey Foster. Jeremy Tremaine Daniels. Maya Victoria Epps. Damar Emmanuel Crawford. Eduardo Galvin Tezoko. Gio Hope Gangloff. Lillian Joe Garrity. Seth Patrick Gibson. Chance Christopher Gunn. Rain Zawadi Lovesong Hall. Mackenzie Jaya Hardaway. Chantel Janae Harris. Jordan Ann Heffron. Alana Marie Heron. Stephen Dwayne Hobbs Jr. Zan August Holtgrave. Veronica Lisa Ilonga. Catherine Janie Sherelle Jackson. Amarion Nathaniel Jenkins. Viety Diana Jimenez. Yes Guadalupe Jimenez. Dariah Sherelle DeLynn Johnson. Ayana Marie Jones. Gabrielle Ann Catherine Jones. Sabri Alimasi Kazinga. Josiah Evan Lee. Jareth Eric Leon Rojas. Jaleel Khalil Lewis. Nina Raquel Lewis. Anissa Desiree Lovett. Naomi Meshara. Juan Robert Moroto Atchison. Abigail Mallory Martin. Denia Lachey Martin. Jerron Lee Maurice Matthews Brown. Jael Christina Lee McClinton. Rajan Bradley McClure. Miranda Wade McGee. Nevaeh Danielle Muti. Kennedy Denise Money. Alexia Leanne Knowles. Eric Lee Newsom II. Kevin Nicholas Cuevas. Jonathan Legrand Ogayon. Miriam Solomon Othman. Halim Sadie Mohammed Usman. Lyric E. Outlaw. Lillian Page Purdue. Ayana Veronica Petty. Rain Ricara Morjane Pogue. Tori Devana Rainey. Uriah Jeremiah Respris. Madison Maxine Ring. Anaya Rain Rogers. Juniper Amelia Pearl Scheiding. Diamond Marie Shaw. Rain Lachey Shiloh. Carmi Areli Ship. Samuel Strickland Stahl. Datavia Tracia Star Bailey. Raven Lee Strozier. Robert Thomas Strozier. Carson Michael Stubbs Hartledge. Michaela Michelle Swain. Jordan Janae Taylor. Autumn Rain Nancy Thomas. Adriel Sophia Tolentino. Seth Dustin Loveday Trent. Zayden John Troidel. Dejanay Marie Turner. Madison Bree Tyler. Megan Elizabeth Watson. Lorelei Jeanette Wetterlin. Eric Brandon White Jr. Jayla Renee White. Jazavion Nikel White. Crystal Ellen Wiggins. Robert Wallace Wiseman. Maggie Jeanette Woodard. Ariel Deanna Worley. Gavin Joseph Wright. Preston Joshua Donovan Albright. Zaina Deleg Gagnadze. Daviel Anaya Knight. Nevaeh Lejane B. Young. Yanis Ricky Marie Phillips. Chloe Mae Spittler. Lachey Smith Phillips. Tia Breon Fletcher.
Good evening, family and friends, teachers and administrators in class of 2025. My name is Sophie Banky, and I am a graduating senior of Stivers School for the Arts. We are a school of creators, of inventors, and of innovators. We are a school of people who stare down the impossible, laughing in its face. The proof of this is hanging from the walls and on white pedestals behind glass. The proof took the stage this year in theatrical productions and powerful dance performances. It morphed into spoken word poetry and song that commanded attention and took flight as musical notes played the tune of victory, hard won. After all, nothing truly worth it comes easy. The ones who walked this stage before us knew it. We came to know it, and now it is our turn to leave our final marks. The senior class has spent the better part of 6 years working ourselves into the ground in a bid to gain the wings that have carried us to this moment right here, right now. A massive part of our lives has come to a ceremonious end. For most of us, we have spent 6 years watching each other go from 7th graders, still trying to find our classes, to pros and our magnets. This building went from a strange place to somewhere we knew how to navigate as if it were a second home. There have been countless milestones we have hit both together and individually. There are many important things we have done as our high school career comes to an end. However, I feel I can confidently say the grandest thing that we will do is walk across the graduation stage and turn the page to the next chapter. Without a doubt, all of us have faced great struggles and setbacks that hindered but can never entirely stop our march to get here. To anyone who has ever doubted you, to the people who left while you were growing, let here and now be the mark you leave. The proof that through all the doubt, all the seemingly impossible encounters, and all the moments that you thought you could never make it, look around, you did. This walk is your magnum opus. Some may say it was our last performances, or the ACT, or signing day, but I say that while those things are no doubt important, they pale in comparison to this moment right now. We are about to become alumni. Look up into the crowd and you will see many things. You'll see tears of pure triumph, the anxious bouncing of legs, family and friends holding praise in their mouths and congratulations in their hands, waiting in anticipation for your name to be called. So I implore you to own this moment. Hold your head up high, walk with confidence, and hold that diploma like it's the key to the next part of this whirlwind life. Because that's exactly what it is. And yes, life will be a whirlwind, but if we've made it this far, then we can certainly make it farther. You've jumped through all the hoops, taken all the tests, did all that was asked of you, and now the time has come. I understand a major change can be scary. I know that the great unknown can be a terrifying prospect. There's no way to be sure that this is the end of our story because it hasn't been written yet. But this next part of life is yours to write. And you can make it into whatever your heart desires with the same drive that got you to this moment. The drive is the one that planted the bug in your brain to pick up the craft that led you to Stivers. Of course, it wasn't only our intrinsic motivation. There are so many people who helped us get to this spot in so many different ways. For me, my parents were some of my biggest motivators. They supported me through the roller coaster that was deciding on what career to pursue after high school. Then again, when I couldn't decide what college to go to, and eventually ended up just down the road at the University of Dayton. Even more than that, they taught me the value of never compromising my values, no matter what arose. They showed me how to channel my frustrations with the injustices going on around me and to change for the better. For me, that just so happened to be entering education and becoming a teacher. I would also like to take this time to thank all the educators I have had. Each one impacted me in one way or another. I would like to especially thank Ms. Kingston, my creative writing teacher of 6 years, for supporting me as both a writer and as a person. I would like to thank Ms. Federspiel and Mr. Norsworthy for showing me the type of teacher I know I want to be, knowledgeable, passionate, and a safe place for my students. And finally, I would like to thank Mr. Unger for his wisdom about every aspect of our world that I know I will carry with me into the next era of my life. Do all in your life with drive and courage, yes, but also choose hope and choose love, radical love that uplifts and drowns the darkness that threatens to bang down the door. The responsibility to be the guiding light for good lies on us all. For some of us, the next stop is college or trade school. Others of us are entering the workforce or the military. For the rest, that path has yet to be revealed. While our roads will all be uniquely different, we have a common connection: Stivers School for the Arts. Our name alone commands attention, and our reputation as young professionals speaks for itself. There is no way to know what lies around the corner, but whatever it may be, just know you have a home here and a family in this class. I think I speak for us all when I say I cannot wait to see what comes next. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our class salutatorian, Claire Lewis.
Good evening to my fellow graduates, family, faculty, and friends. While we are here today to recognize our class's well-deserved accomplishments, I believe it is important to look to those in our lives that have supported us. As I was writing this, I was reminded of a children's story, The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. For those unfamiliar, The Giving Tree is about the friendship of a little boy and an apple tree. From childhood to old age, the tree gave to the boy a place to play, apples to sell, branches to build a house with, even its trunk to build a boat with. The tree does everything he can for the boy, even if it means giving a part of himself away. When he becomes a stump, having given the boy everything else, the tree still wants to make the boy happy, offering him a place to rest in his now old age. This story can teach us a lot about those in our lives that give to us. While it is a story about unconditional love and sacrifice for those we care about, I believe it is also a story about the importance of recognizing the people in our lives that have been pillars for us. To get here, we have been supported by so many giving trees. Our family, siblings, parents, friends, but our teachers especially. Their support made this day possible, and it is important to show that appreciation as we grow out of this part of our lives and enter the next. Stivers has given us a place to grow unlike any other high school. Being a school for the arts, it created an environment to express ourselves in so many unique ways. If Stivers is the tree that has done so much for us, the teachers are the branches. Here, we have learned from not only exceptional teachers, but exceptional people. I have been lucky enough to be personally affected by so many. Mr. Powell for teaching me my appreciation for music and taking the time to know and care for all of his students. Ms. Daniels for giving every opportunity to improve. Ms. Roger for caring about her students and finally teaching me how to study with all those tests. AP Bio was probably the hardest class I took in high school, but it did spark my interest in so many topics, many of which I plan to pursue in my career. Mr. Higginbotham for always sharing my interest and love for science fiction. I'll always fondly remember our conversations about the new Star Trek episodes and how comfortable it made me feel as a freshman nervous to go into high school. Mr. Norsworthy for always asking for our days are going, Ms. Walden for always picking the most interesting stories to read, and Mr. Unger for all the current events and life lessons. These teachers are only naming a few, but all the teachers we have had at Stivers have influenced us and shaped us into the people we are today. I believe Stivers is in a class by itself not just because of the arts, but because of the people in it. There is something special about going to a school where everybody is there for a reason. It is unifying and a high school experience I am so thankful to have. The environment it brings is one of safety and freedom to learn. To my best friends, Annette and Anel, you both have been the most supportive people for me, and I'm so happy to have you in my life. You will do great things, and I'm thankful to be able to witness it. My family has also been a giving tree. My parents and siblings, Jack, Dave, and his wife, have always supported me in anything I have wanted to pursue. Dave, I have always been inspired by your love for learning. You have helped me realize the importance of working through whatever lapses in motivation I may feel. You have always talked to me about my interests and believed in me and my goals. My family has guided me, but my best friend has been the consistent bright spot in my life. No matter how my week has been or what new troubles I've come across, Maggie, you have always been able to keep me sane. I can always count on smiling by the end of the day. You have been a supportive ear, caring friend, and thoughtful person, and for that, I am always grateful to you. All of these people in our lives, friends, faculty, family, have given to us the same way the tree in the story gave to the boy. Their sacrifices and love have given us the opportunity to be here today. As we go into the world as newly formed adults, we need to remember the giving trees that have surrounded us. Not only do we need to appreciate them as much as we can, but we also need to learn from their example and become trees ourselves. To everyone here today, I hope you can take the time to reflect on those around us that have helped us get here. I wish everyone good luck on all their adventures, and I'm so happy to be graduating with all of you. Thank you. It is my privilege to announce the 2025 graduating class of Stivers School for the Arts. Graduates, please stand at this time. Please join me and move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations.